Welcome to episode 4 of Educating the Great Unwashed. As always, I'm your semi-educated butler host, and today we're going to be discussing the enlightened monarchs that are Emperor Joseph II, Catherine the Great, Frederick the Great, and Stanislaw Poniatowski, as well as author Alexander Radishchev. Let's begin. Catherine II, commonly known as Catherine the Great, was born in 1729 and became Empress of Russia in 1762. She carried on the work of Peter the Great by leading her country in participation of the political and cultural life of Europe, and also extended Russian territory during her reign. She followed the teachings of the liberal French and English philosophers, who found difficulty in putting her beliefs to practice in Russia. For example, before her ascension to power, she planned on emancipating all the serfs, but soon realized that she depended on the support of their owners, and thus couldn't. Linked to Catherine the Great is Alexander Radishchev, a Russian author and social critic who was born in 1749. In 1790, he wrote his most important work, A Journey from St. Petersburg to Moscow, in which he collected, within the guise of an imaginary journey, all the examples of social injustice, wretchedness, and brutality he had seen. Though the book was an indictment of serfdom, autocracy, and censorship, Radishchev intended it for the enlightenment of the assumed unaware Catherine the Great, who actually exiled him as a result. Meanwhile, in Poland, Catherine established her lover Stanislaw Poniatowski as king in 1764. Stanislaw, as a ruler, was a great patron of the arts and sciences, as well as a supporter of progressive reforms. He reluctantly supported religious toleration and succeeded in reforming Polish education, but eventually was unable to act effectively later on when Russia, Austria, and Prussia dismembered his nation. Speaking of Prussia, another enlightened monarch was Frederick the Great. Born in 1712 and crowned in 1740, Frederick sought to embody the ideas of an enlightened government and notably demonstrated this by valuing the state over his own personal interests, being a patron of the arts and being religiously tolerant. He believed that it was his duty to protect his subjects from foreign attack, make them prosperous, and to run an efficient and honest administration. In order to achieve these objectives, he believed that the ruler must sacrifice his own interests and personal feelings. Finally, Emperor Joseph II of the Holy Roman Empire also sought to be an enlightened ruler. Born in 1741 and crowned emperor in 1765, he sought to introduce various reforms and has been ranked as one of the 3 great enlightened monarchs. He was religiously tolerant as well, and also attempted to liberate the serfs, which didn't last long after his death. In his administration, he tried to rationalize government so that it could perform effectively and also sought to achieve equal treatment and equal opportunity for his subjects. This has been episode 4 of Educating the Great Unwashed. The next episode is linked below and tackles Immanuel Kant, Jean d'Alembert, and René Descartes. As always, I've been your semi-educated butler, and I bid you adieu until next episode.